207 South 9th Street in Lafayette on the 9th Street Hill. 4 bedrooms, 4 baths, 3,284 square feet on half an acre, 0.54 square feet. Half an acre in the middle of town. And look at that beautiful half an acre. Got our obligatory twilight shot. I'm not a giant fan of those, but I do understand. Got the slate tile entryway. Look at the beautiful original woodwork to the home. Got the wood archway around the door. You got the wood floor in the living room. You got the wood banisters going up the stair. You got the original looking ceilings. Just absolutely beautiful. Maintains its character. Feels like a home of a period while not feeling dated. That's a hard thing to do. Not everybody gets that right. And I'm not saying everything is perfect, but large main floor living spaces, laundry room on the main floor, kitchen with a large eat at island. Again, kitchen that has been updated. Cabinets a little on the old side. Not sure that they've been updated, but lots of light, lots of windows in the living room. As we move further into the house, you feel a little more of the Victorian charm of the home where, how do you balance that originalness versus updating? And as we move upstairs, you can see that there's still some love that needs to be given to the home. And that's going to explain a little bit of the price. We got a rug that's covering a floor that needs a little bit of work. A parquet wood floor was put in here, I would guess, in the 1950s or 60s in place of the original wood floor. The bathroom is nice and has had some amount of updating at some point. Feels a little dated, but not original to the home. And again, like the parquet floor is not terrible, but I wouldn't call it period either. Got our craft room. More bathrooms. This has a primary suite and an in-law suite. This is one of those updated spaces, and we see this quite often in these big Victorians. The upstairs loft area, the third floor space that a lot of times was just like unfinished attic. Somebody will come along at some point and refinish this and turn it into actual usable space. And this is, I think, a great example of that. Perhaps not so much the glass block down at the end. That feels a little bit dated, but once upon a time it was modern and contemporary, but lots of room for office, workshop, theater. This is that little upstairs suite where you have enough kitchen up there that you don't have to come all the way down, but is definitely up at the top of the stairs. So I'm not quite sure I would call it an in-law suite. This is more along primary that's way up the stairs, and this bathroom has been updated. Every time I see it, it reminds me of the neighbor's house from Christmas Vacation. I'm sorry, but it does. We move out to the backyard, and remember, half an acre. If you've ever seen 9th Street Hill, this is what the backyards look like. You have these beautiful paths that go down the back side of the hill, these long lots that start at 9th Street and go towards the east. Got a 3-car garage. So here's the layout. So let's take a minute and look at this. So you come in the foyer, and you got living and dining and kitchen, and then the sunroom off the back. You go up the stairs, and you arrive where there are 3 bedrooms and the primary. Now, you move upstairs again, and this is that large space that we saw upstairs that is finished off as a family room with a kitchen and a bath. You could use this as another suite instead of a family room. Again, you're up on the 3rd floor. There's some stairs involved there. And then, of course, down in the basement, we got utility down there. So that is 207 South 9th Street in Lafayette on 9th Street Hill. 4 bedrooms, 4 baths, 3,284 square feet on 0.54 acres, so half an acre lot in the middle of Lafayette, currently listed at $441,900. If you would like to go tour this one, go to the LafayetteReal.com/YouTube, fill out the form, let me know, and let's go see it together.